mass murder, if you will, in San Bernardino. What kind of message does that send around the world? Because you do a lot of traveling out there. It reinforces this impression of what?
Well, look, some of this, in this particular case, there is a terrorism angle that you've been exploring. But in general, these stories of gun violence really do startle, alarm the rest of the world in a way that's difficult to completely explain. It's more than anything else. The rest of the world looks at this as the one element of America that they find truly baffling. Because, you know, there are other elements. We're more religious than other industrialized countries. But that they understand. They used to be more religious themselves. There are other countries that are more religious. With gun violence, the United States is essentially alone in the world. There is no other country that has anything remotely approaching the kind of violence we do. The only country that comes even close is Yemen, which is essentially a war zone. So they look at this and they really can't understand it, and they don't understand how we put up with it.
But in this particular case, as you correctly point out, Saeed Rizwan Farook, the shooter, who's now dead, together with his wife, Tashfeen Malik, they apparently were radicalized, if you will. We don't know exactly how. Right. We don't know by whom. They apparently had some international contacts, if you will, with suspected terrorist sources out there. That may diminish this notion that people are just running wild here in the United States with guns or whatever.
Well, you're exactly right. This one may be an unusual case, but as you point out, Wolf, it may be mixed motives, as has been the case in the past. I think Paul mentioned that as well. In each of these cases, there are different motives. This one, there does seem a terror angle. The abortion one, I don't know how you would characterize it. Some people call it domestic terrorism. There are other ones that are purely mental health. What they all have in common is the extraordinary ease with which people can obtain these extraordinarily destructive weapons, weapons that you can fire hundreds of rounds, thousands of rounds of ammunition. That sets America apart. So people have said, you know, well, look at France. Despite having tough gun control laws, it wasn't able to avert a terrorism attack. No, there was one terrorism attack that happened in Paris, but the levels of violence in Paris on any given month, on any given day, on any given year is 1/20th that of the United States.
Well, these were terrorist attacks, whether at Paris three weeks ago, or the Charlie Hebdo magazine. That was a terror attack as well.
But you put it all together, and European countries have, roughly speaking, 1/20th to 1/25th the amount of violence.